I would like to share just one final story that ties together our journey of intentionally creating culture in the classrooms. So imagine with me just for a minute, it was actually May 11th, many years ago, and I'm standing in a crowded entryway waiting to enter my college graduation at the University of Oklahoma. I'm standing there and it's kind of crowded and stuff, and this gentleman literally taps me on the shoulder from behind. I turn around and I look and I have no idea who he is, but he had like full-blown regalia, all these colored tassels and things, and I'm like, whoa, you waited a long time to graduate, dude. You know, I didn't say that. But anyway, he tapped me on the shoulder and he said, hey, do you play golf at OU? And I was like, well, yes, how did you know? And he says, it's on top of your cap. And then I was kind of laughed, I was a little embarrassed. And then I remembered, of course, before graduation, several of my teammates and some other student athletes, we thought it would be clever to masking tape our sport on top of our cap so that our parents and friends could see us in the crowded areas we walked onto the stage. And so that unexpected tap on my shoulder started a conversation with Senator Don Nichols. At the time, he was the youngest United States senator, and he was our commencement speaker that day. So we talked for a little bit, and then at some point he says to me, Beth, what do you think I should talk about today? I'm like, wow. I go, well, I don't know what you should talk about, but I do know what you shouldn't talk about as a typical soon-to-be graduate, right? I know what you shouldn't talk about. And he looked kind of surprised, but he said, okay, what's that? And I said, well, you come to things like this, or you hear people talk, and they're always telling you what to do to be successful. Like the 5 steps to success. And so about that time, we start getting the signal we're gonna have to go in. He said, hey, thanks for that quote. I'm gonna use that in my speech today. And I'm thinking, yeah, right, but I didn't say that out loud. I thanked him for chatting. We actually met up and got to play golf with him later that summer in Washington, D.C. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, we started walking into the music. So fast forward just a few minutes, I'm in my seat, and I hear Senator Nichols up on the stage, and he starts to address me and the other graduates. And he says something like, I'm proud to be here today to share with you my commencement address on challenge, changes, and choices. The 7 steps to success. Right. I'm like, oh no. I just remembered what I told him in the hallway. And so he goes on to say, but I met a young lady here today from Muldrow, Oklahoma, Beth Brown. Where are you? Stand up, Beth. No kidding, I'm not making this up, right? This is truth. And the floodlight goes around, and I stand up and wave to the crowd. Didn't need golf on my hat for that. And I sit back down, and he goes on to say, I met Beth today, and she shared with me something that I want to share with you as I talk about my 7 steps to success. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what I share with you today. The only thing that matters is that you make it your own and that you take action. So similarly, I'm asking you, several years later, will you take Senator Nichols' challenge? What are you going to do to motivate yourself to pick one of these lessons to get better at, to go from good to great, to go from great to more amazing, so that every single day you know that it's not an accident if it happens, it's intentional, it's consistent, that you're creating a culture to help kids maximize their performance. So thank you for your attention. I hope to see some of you later. I think Jenny's gonna give us an adjustment on time. And you can see there's some social media things up there. If you wanna reach out to me, I'd love to connect. Thank you.